Okay, so this video is going to be a little bit different. This is not about organic ranking. This is about ChatGPT ads. They are here. Well, they've actually been here for everybody to use since May. They were beta a little bit earlier. We've been using it here for about a month and a half. So if you run ads, if you own a business, you manage marketing for your clients, you need to understand what this platform actually is. I'm not going to give you like the hype version or the panic version. This is the real version. So this is what you can do with it today, what you can't do, what to expect, what not to expect. And I think more importantly, how to test it without wasting money or pretending that it's already Google Ads or Meta, because it's not. It's not even close. I think it's a new exciting opportunity to try for yourself or to try for your clients. I think the important thing to know, and we're going to talk about this, is that it's a new advertising environment built around conversations, questions, research, and comparison and decision making. And that's what really makes it interesting. So hi, I'm Kevin Roy of Green Banana SEO. On this channel, I'm going to show you the exact no BS, no buzzword marketing junk that strings you along looking for answers that are common. I'm going to show you systems that we use to earn visibility in AI overviews and AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, Flexity, and more. And we really cover everything from architecture, entity signal, schema, measure, and anything else that works. The videos are built as a framework that you can copy, leave, with a plan, not just ideas. And this one's a little bit different because we're not talking about organic. We're talking about getting on chat just by ping. So let's break this down. The first thing to understand is that ChatGPT ads are not just another version of Google ads. They are not another version of Meta ads. Google captures what's, like, if you think about it, declared demand. So someone types in a search like pizza near me, SEO agency near me, best Google ads company. The person is telling Google what they want. Meta works differently. The user is scrolling, may not be looking for your product right now, but Meta uses audience data, creative behavior, and its algorithm to say, let's get in front of these people at the right time that might want your product. So ChatGPT sits in kind of a different place. The user isn't just searching. They're not just scrolling. They're asking, they're comparing, they're planning, they're troubleshooting. They're trying to make a decision inside a conversation. And that's a really important thing to understand. They're looking to become the environment that's different. And so the ad strategy has to be different. So right now, Chat Ads Manager is still really early. It's really simple. The core structure is pretty easy to understand. Campaign, ad group, ad. There's like 5 levers to pull. Just to give you an example, Google Ads has like maybe 60 plus levers. Meta has about half that. Chat has 5. So it's really simple right now. It doesn't mean you should do it, but it's just something to think about. There's less levers to pull, so there's less things to do. So you put in your ad, you put in your title, you put in your copy, image, and landing page. The mental models are different. In Google Ads, it'll say, what keyword should I bid on? ChatGPT asks, they're looking for the problem the person is trying to solve, and that's the shift. And this is what the important thing about this is to remember that the landing page copy is really, really important because you can't put a lot of data into these ads. You can't put a lot of context into these ads. So they're looking at the page and the copy. So go back and look at our other videos about how to create the right page with a 3-block framework that we've talked about, because that is super important. So one of the things that people are making a mistake is they're saying, hey, let's just upload our entire Google Ads campaign, match types, negative keywords, auction insights, device locations, location data. That stuff isn't there in ChatGPT ads. The location is the US and other countries. You can't pick a state. That stuff isn't there. There are no negative keywords. There are no lookalike audiences. There's no A/B testing. There are no pixel events. There is conversion tracking, but it is super simple. It's like landing page. So one of the things that we're doing is we are taking specific landing pages and we're running chat ads there, because in GA4, we can get a little bit more information. So Google Analytics, if you say, hey, the only people that are getting to this page are the people that we're sending to ChatGPT, you're going to get a little bit more attribution layer efforts through that. And so that's something that we recommend. So again, make sure that your landing page is high quality, that it follows the prompts that we've talked about here, that it makes sure that it has schema. I know that landing pages are really important inside of Google Ads, and conversion rate optimization is really important. You don't need to have schema or advanced markup language inside of a Google Ads campaign. It's important to have that in an AEO campaign, because AEO and ChatGPT is getting a lot of the data from that page. So that's really, really important. The other thing I think is important to talk about is if you're doing it for yourself or if you're doing it for your clients, I would step into this light. I would look at keeping a very reasonable budget. I know it's exciting. I'm excited about it, but I don't think you should say to a client or with your agency or your business, let's just take half of our money from Google Ads and Meta and dump it right into ChatGPT and be a leader. The really important thing to do is to test and measure it. I would jump in slowly, like half a toe into the water before you start doing that. Make sure that your ad matches the content. Make sure that your images are clean. Make sure that you have all the tracking set up. Put your budget limits on it. Watch it. Another thing that's really important to note is that the features are changing almost daily. So one of the things that we're noticing is that features that were there today actually weren't there last week that we're seeing. So you're going to have to look at it. You're going to have to make sure that you adapt to it. Definitely do not set it and forget it. Anybody that's run ads around Meta or Google before knows that set it and forget it never, ever, ever works. Like we've had campaigns in Google Ads here as an agency that we've been running for 15 years. And every week we are working on those campaigns. If set it and forget it were a thing, it would be awesome. It's just not. Just to be really clear, we're excited about this. I'm personally excited about this. I think you should try it. I think you should try it lightly. And just make sure that you're spending time in your landing pages. You're looking at the ad copy carefully. You're setting your budget, and then you're just watching it and seeing the results as they come in. Thank you.